Pu'er City, with a land area of 45,000 square kilometers and a mountainous area of 98.3%, is the largest city, in Yunnan province. It has jurisdiction over 1 district, 9 counties, and 103 townships, towns and streets, with a total population of 2.405 million. There are 26 ethnic groups, including Hani, Lahu, Wa and Dai, with the minority population accounting for 61.2%. First, the ecological environment is beautiful. Pu'er is between 317 and 3,370 meters above sea level, and the central urban area is 1,302 meters above sea level. There are 5 climatic zone types, namely, the northern tropical zone, the southern subtropical zone, the central subtropical zone, the northern subtropical zone, and the temperate zone. The annual frost-free period is more than 315 days, the annual average temperature is 19.5 degrees Celsius, and the forest coverage rate is 74.59%. There is 1 national wetland park, 3 national forest parks, and 18 natural reserves. It is the largest oasis on the Tropic of Cancer, with seasonal rainforest, mountain rainforest, the monsoon evergreen broad-leaved forest, warm coniferous forest, and other forest vegetation types, which preserve nearly 1/3 of the species in the country, are known as the Royal Palace of the Kingdom of Animals and Plants in Yunnan, are important safety ecological barriers in the southwest of the motherland, and are praised by the United Nations Environment Agency as the paradise of the world of paradise. Second, it has unique geographical advantages. Pu'er City borders on Vietnam, Laos and Myanmar, with a 486 kilometers border line and 6 prefectures, cities, in the province. The China-Laos Railway and the Kunming-Bangkok Highway pass through the city, with a 585 kilometers highway. There are 2 airports in Sameo, Pu'er, and Lansang Jingmai, which is one of the 4 prefectures, cities, in the province with 1 city, 2 markets. Mekong is an international port, Sameo Port is a national Class 1 port, and Mengay, is a national Class 2 port, with 17 border channels. Third, natural resources are abundant. The city's forest area is 50 million mu, accounting for 13.2% of the province, and 1.5% of the country. The forest volume is 300 million cubic meters, accounting for 14.5% of the province, and 1.6% of the country. The average annual total water resources is 31.11 billion cubic meters, accounting for 15.6% of the province, and 1.1% of the country. The per capita water resources are 120 million cubic meters, 2.8 times of that of the whole province, and 5.6 times of that of the whole country. There are 43.5 million mu of tropical and subtropical land, accounting for 35.8% of the province and 6% of the country. It is rich in mineral resources, with iron ore reserves of 2.03 billion tons, nickel metal reserves of 5.18 million tons, potassium salt reserves of 16.33 million tons, and rare earth oxide ore reserves of 134,000 tons, ranking first in the province. Fourth, the culture is colorful. Pu'er is the birthplace of the National Culture Grand View Park, the Oath of National Unity Monument, and the source of the ancient Tea Horse Road. It is known as the source of tea in the world, and the capital of coffee in China. There are 9 ethnic minority autonomous counties. Lansang County is the only Lahu autonomous county in the country, and Mahjong County is the only Hani autonomous county in the country. It is the place where the Awa people sing new songs, and Lushing love song are sung. The Mupamapa, Lokiliui and Zasai, and other ethnic minority creation epics have been handed down for thousands of years, and there are a number of national security units such as Menglian Propaganda Department, Jingdong Confucian Temple and so on. There are 35.4 million years old Jinggu magnolia fossils, 27 million years old Chinese magnolia fossils, 2,700 years old Jinyuan Qianjiadi wild ancient tea tree king, 1,700 years old Lansang Bangwei transitional ancient tea trees, and the Jingmai Mountain ancient tea forest cultural landscape, was approved by the State Council as China's officially declared World Cultural Heritage Project in 2022. Fifth, the industrial foundation is good. Pu'er is a national green economy pilot and demonstration area, and has initially built for green industrial bases of characteristic biology, clean energy, modern forest products, and leisure and vacation. In terms of characteristic biological industry, there are 1.18 million mu of wild ancient tea tree communities, 1.99 million mu of cultivated ancient tea gardens, 4,000 tons of ancient tea, 1.937 million mu of modern tea gardens, 12.4 million tons of raw tea, and 33.8 billion yuan of comprehensive output value of tea industry. The coffee planting area is 678,000 mu, the output is 53,000 tons, and the comprehensive output value is 3.95 billion yuan. The biological medicine planting area is 612,000 mu, and the comprehensive output value is 7.79 billion yuan. The number of beef cattle on hand is 837,294,000, and the output value is 2.7 billion yuan. In terms of clean energy, 132 hydropower stations, 2 wind power plants, and 1 photovoltaic power station have been built, with a total installed capacity of 9.3 million kilowatts and a total output value of 9.01 billion yuan. In modern forest industry, the comprehensive output value is 36.8 billion yuan. In terms of leisure and vacation, 7 4A scenic spots and 15 3A scenic spots have been built. 6. Steady economic development. In 2021, the GDP will reach 102.92 billion yuan, up 6.7%. Fixed asset investment increased by 7.8%. The added value of industries above designated size increased by 2.1%. The total retail sales of consumer goods increased by 7.5%. The per capita disposable income of urban residents was 35,664 yuan, up 9.2%. The per capita disposable income of rural residents was 13,682 yuan, up 10.6%. In the first half of 2022, the regional GDP reached 46.63 billion yuan, up 3.5% year-on-year. Fixed asset investment increased by 10.9% year-on-year. The added value of industries above designated size increased by 3.1% year-on-year. The total retail sales of consumer goods increased by 1.5% year-on-year. 7th, people's livelihood continued to improve. Since the 18th National Congress of the Communist Party of China, the gross enrollment rate of the city's preschool 3 years has been 90.5%. The consolidation rate of compulsory education has been 96.8%. The gross enrollment rate of high school has been 90.3%. The average number of years of education for the population aged 15 and above has been increased from 7.2 to 8.1 years. The average life expectancy has been increased from 69.5 to 74.5 years, and the urbanization rate has been 41.5%. It has been successively established as a national civilized city, a national demonstration city of national unity and progress, a national model city of mutual support, a national health city, a national garden city, and a national forest city. Tourism around Pu'er City. Mark of Mahjong Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer Sign Park was built in 1997, covering an area of 1,500 square meters, integrating astronomy, geography, plant and popular science knowledge, garden art and tourism culture. The Tropic of Cancer Logo Park is based on the location of the Tropic of Cancer in 2038 AD, 23 degrees 26 minutes north latitude, as the main axis, cutting off the 500-meter section of the Tropic of Cancer, among which are architectural sketches, sculptures and main signs such as the Road of the Sun, Quafa Chases the Sun, the Gate of the Tropic of Cancer, creating a vivid space series to express the understanding of nature, life and sunshine through the popular science museum. The geographical location and changes of the Tropic of Cancer can be accurately displayed by technical means. The Tropic of Cancer can be captured here every summer solstice. Pu'er Chinese Pu'er Tea Expo Park. Pu'er Tea Expo Park is built on Ingpan Mountain, 29 kilometers away from the urban area. Taking the 10,000 mu ecological tea garden as the construction background, the green hills surround the hills, and the beautiful scenery is a bright pearl in the tea sea. The whole scenic spot, from different angles such as the origin and evolution of Pu'er tea, development and evolution, planting and production, ethnic origin, processing and packaging, history and culture, collection and marketing, cooking and tasting, displays the inner radiance of Pu'er tea in a three-dimensional way, which is the grand view of the world of Pu'er tea. The tourism core area is composed of 9 parts, including Pu'er Tea Museum, Village, Jaha Workshop, Pu'er Tea Production Workshop, Tea Ancestor Hall, Tasting Garden, Tea Picking Area, Asti House, Leisure and Pleasant House, which allows tourists to fully experience the pleasure of watching tea, picking tea, making tea, eating tea, tasting tea, fighting tea, worshipping tea and purchasing tea. Pu'er Maize Lake Park. Maize Lake Park is located in the Maize River, 5 kilometers away from the southeast of Sameo District, Pu'er City. It was built into an industrial lake for damming the river. It was formerly known as Hongqi Reservoir, which is mainly used for drinking water and irrigation of farmland for residents. After years of planning, it was opened up as Maize Lake Park and became a tourist scenic spot in Pu'er. Maize Lake Park has a beautiful and quiet environment. It has a welcoming building and a lookout pavilion. Looking at the pavilion, the green mountains of Maize Lake are like dye, the blue waves are rippling, the green mountains and pavilions are reflected in the water, the mountains and pines are undulating with the wind, and the cruise boats are like butterflies which shuttle through the lake. There are often thousands of egrets and wild ducks in the lake, which adds infinite elegance to Maize Lake. Jingdong Confucian Temple. Jingdong Confucian Temple is located at the foot of Yuping Mountain in the west of Jingdong County. It was first built in 1682 and rebuilt in the 1980s. The ancient Confucian temple complex consists of Panchi, Kuei Pavilion, Bell and Drum Tower, Lingxing Gate, Dacheng Hall, Dacheng Gate, etc., with a total area of 5,511 square meters. Jingdong County Museum is located here. The main building, Dacheng Hall, is a single-eaved resting mountaintop beam lifting building with a width of 20.7 meters and a depth of 14.95 meters. It has a glazed tile surface, with 28 arches under the eaves, a treasure roof, and a kissing beast on the front ridge, and the columns of the hall are painted with gold dragons. The whole building is solemn and magnificent. The Confucian Temple built in Jingdong has a history of more than 600 years since its initial construction. The existing Jingdong Confucian Temple was founded in 1682 and is located at the foot of Yuping Mountain in the west of the county seat. It has a history of 323 years and is one of the more complete ancient buildings in southwest Yunnan. Jingmai Mountain Ancient Tea Garden. Jingmai Mountain Ancient Tea Garden is the 7th batch of National Key Cultural Relics Protection Units announced by the State Council in March 2013. It is located in the area of Jingmai Village and Mangjing Village, Huimin Township, Lansong County. Jingmai Village is dominated by Dai people, and Mangjing Village is dominated by Bulang people. All ethnic groups live in harmony, still preserving their own national language, customs, festivals, sacrifices, and other cultural traditions. The highest elevation of the ancient tea garden is 1,662 meters, the lowest elevation is 1,100 meters, the average elevation is 1,400 meters, and the annual average temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. It is domesticated and cultivated by the local ancestors of the Bulang and Dai nationalities, all of which are tea trees for thousands of years. It is a veritable ancient tea garden of thousands of years and thousands of mu. Mengsua Longtan Scenic Spot in Pu'er Western League. Mengsua Longtan is a natural tropical rainforest freshwater lake, located in the middle of Mengsua Longtan Nature Reserve, south of the county seat. The lake is 1,140 meters above sea level, surrounded by lush mountains, quiet environment, mountains and barriers, sparkling water, water reflecting the mountain city, and beautiful scenery. The water area is 46.7 hectares, about 700 mu, 740 meters long from north to south, and 1,000 meters long from east to west. The deepest water in the pond is 37.8 meters, the average water depth is 11.5 meters, and the water storage capacity is more than 5 million cubic meters. Mengsua Longtan is a fault subsidence lake. The cliffs on the south and west banks, and the terrain on the east and north banks are flat. The water source of Longtan is mainly from the groundwater at the bottom of the lake, as well as the mountain streams and surface water. Mengsua Longtan is an important part of the national AA-level scenic spot, Shimanghua Ecotourism Area. Yunnan Taiyang National Forest Park. Pu'er Sun River National Park, located 31 kilometers southeast of Samayo District, Pu'er City, Yunnan Province, is a national Quad A tourist attraction. It is only 6 kilometers away from the entrance and exit of Nandao River of Xixiao Expressway. The park covers a total area of 216.23 square kilometers, with a forest coverage rate of 91.8%. There are 2,104 species of plants, and 812 species of wild animals in the park. The annual average temperature is 17.7 degrees Celsius, and the annual precipitation is mostly concentrated in May to October, with the precipitation exceeding 1,500 millimeters. The sunshine duration is about 2,200 hours, and the total solar radiation is 130,000 calories/cm2. In terms of tectonic structure, it belongs to the south and southeast section of Tanggulachong-Dalamping-Samayo Fold System, and belongs to a part of the Samayo Basin. All rivers in the territory belong to the Lansong River system, and the flow direction of rivers is complex and changeable, which is difficult to see in other regions. Shima River Water Conservancy Scenic Spot in Pu'er City. Shima River Water Conservancy Scenic Spot is located in Pu'er, Yunnan Province. It is mainly built on the Shima River, and is a national water conservancy scenic spot. The scenic spot sometimes has clear water and blue sky, the forest shadow hanging upside down, the green mountains embracing the lake, and the lush sky water is just like a fairyland on earth. Sometimes it is sparkling, moving and static, and full of vitality. At times, the mountains are misty, with overlapping peaks and magnificent scenery, just like the landscape of Guilin. It is said that Zhuge Liang, the famous prime minister of the Three Kingdoms, led the army to the south, and washed the horses here, so he was named Shima River. The scenic spot is located at the top of Samayo Biancheng East Road. It is a good place for sightseeing and leisure. The scenic area and the urban area are accompanied by each other, forming a wonderful combination of human and nature. Jingu Buddha Trace Ferry Trace Monyu Canyon Tourist Area. Monyu Canyon Scenic Spot has a vast expanse of forests, crisscross gullies, protruding peaks, and gurgling rivers. The canyon is 7 kilometers long, with a development and protection area of 12 square kilometers. Monyu Gorge is a typical Danxia landform landscape in the south of China. It is characterized by majesty, wonder, majesty, seclusion, and beauty. The main peak of Manyu Grand Canyon is located in the east of the canyon, with an altitude of 1492 meters. The whole canyon integrates valley, mountain, stone, water, and forest. It is a tourist attraction integrating tourism, scientific investigation, exploration, summer resort, leisure, and fitness. Manyu Canyon is divided into Central Service Area, Daejeon Mountain Scenic Spot, Forest Exploration Area, Water Area, Hiking Sightseeing Area, etc. Yunnan Tian's Hilly Pu'er Biological Tea Valley. The leading enterprise of modern Chinese traditional medicine, Tian's Hilly Group, has launched a brand new category of pu'er in the field of drinks in response to the subhealth state of modern people due to excessive diet and irregular life. Pu'er selects pu'er tea with high altitude and high-quality big leaves from Pu'er City, Yunnan Province. Through the perfect combination of ecological planting and biotechnology, it is made into a nearly nanometer level of pure natural, high-power pu'er tea essence, which contains rich tea polyphenols, tea pigments, tea polysaccharides, and caffeine. Without any additives, it is more beneficial to human absorption and gives full play to health efficacy. Pu'er is instantly water-soluble and completely dissolved without impurities. Its mellow tea aroma, amber soup color, sweet taste, and nourishing effects suit the body and mind and regulate metabolism for people's tense and busy modern life. Pu'er special products. Jingdong lac. Lac is first used as medicine and then as dye. Both Zhongbo and Sugong used to record dyes. Wulu said that lac can dye flocks, i.e. silk fabrics. Sugong said that she could dye buckskin and precious mother of pearl. Susong wrote the Materia Medica Manual, 1061, saying that today's medical prescriptions are also rare, but only needed by dyers, indicating that lac was used as a dye in the Song dynasty, more than for medicine. Lansong Ancient Tea. Lansong Ancient Tea is a specialty of Lansong County, Pu'er City, Yunnan Province. Lansong Ancient Tea has unique fragrance, bright red soup, and excellent quality. Lansong is one of the origins of tea trees, and the hometown of pu'er tea. It has a long and splendid tea culture. It has a cultivated ancient tea garden with a history of more than 1,300 years in Jingmai Mangjing, and a transitional giant tea tree with a history of more than 1,000 years in Bangwei. Jingmai Mangjing, thousands of acres of ancient tea garden, is by far the largest artificial cultivated ancient tea garden in China, with a long planting history and relatively complete preservation. It is called World Tea Tree Museum and living fossil of tea species by scholars at home and abroad. Today, Lansong's tea production has become the backbone of the local industry. The area of tea reaches 360,000 mu, including 28,000 mu of ancient tea. There are 280,000 people and 68,000 farmers who grow and produce tea. The average household tea income is 5,412 yuan. When the reporter gathered in the ancient villages of Lahu, Dai, and Bulang nationalities in Jingmai Mountain, he saw that one tea garden after another was hidden under the primeval forest, and the tea farmers in the village set up tea sets at the door of their houses, warmly inviting guests to taste their spring tea. Lansong Ancient Tea Company, Limited is located in Lansong County, Pu'er City, Yunnan Province. Relying on the ancient tea garden of 10,000 mu in Jingmai, the company has more than 5,000 mu of high-yield and high-quality tea garden, and 9 primary tea production plants: Bangwei Tea Factory, Mangjing Tea Factory, Jutong Yinshan No. 1 Tea Factory, Jutong Yinshan No. 2 Tea Factory, Fubon Shibing Tea Factory, Donglang Longtan Tea Factory, Muga Hapuma Tea Factory, Muga Maladi Tea Factory, and Nuking Tea Factory, with an annual processing capacity of more than 3,000 tons. It is a comprehensive tea enterprise integrating planting, production, processing, and sales. The predecessor of the company is Lansong Ancient Tea Mountain Jingmai Tea Factory, which was founded in 1966. Since its establishment, it has been relying on the thousands of acres of ancient tea garden and Bangwei ancient tea trees in Mangjing, the Jingmai Mountain in the county as raw materials, relying on more than 40 years of tea planting and tea-making experience and technology to produce pure and authentic pu'er tea, with unique fragrance, bright red soup, and excellent quality. In 2005, the Pu'er Municipal People's Government determined Lansong Ancient Tea Company, Limited as the leading enterprise in the pu'er tea industry. In recent years, ancient tea has been more and more recognized and accepted by people because of its unique flavor, excellent quality, and good health function. In order to make friends from all over the world share the relics of human civilization, and taste the pure fragrance of thousands of years of rain and dew, Du Chuani, the chairman of Lansong Ancient Tea Company, Limited, together with all the staff, has inherited more than 40 years of production experience and dedicated excellent products to consumers in ancient tea in all countries. Pu'er is the main coffee-producing area and coffee trading distribution center with the largest planting area, the highest yield, and the best quality in China. In 2021, The planting area of Pu'er coffee will reach 668,000 mu, and the output will be 46,000 tons. Go into the coffee fields, big and small, bathe in the warm winter sun, peel off the green coffee leaves, and the round and full fresh coffee fruits are red all over the branches. The coffee is red, the farmer smiles, and the harvest season is coming.